Hello guys, welcome to my tutorial. On today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how I recreate this beautiful gown you are seeing on my screen. If this is what you are interested in, don't skip any part and watch to the end. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe on my channel for more videos. So we move to this is the Ankara. I make use of 2 yards of Ankara. The plain material, that's 1 yard, and the lining 2 yards. The lining, yes, the interface, the button that I used to tie the front part. So we should dash into the pattern drafting now. So I'm marking out the shoulder line, bust line, waistline, the hip line, and full length line here. So the next thing is to mark it out on a straight line. So for the back, I make use of 3 inch by 3 by 7 for the neckline, and I come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope and 6.5 for the armpit dip. And the armpit dip will be my chest line, bust line, and the waistline. I'm trying to label it out here. And for the back, I come down by 1 inch because it's for the back, and for the dart, I come in by 1 inch, and I will mark it on a straight line to deep line. And for the waist side, I come in by 1 inch inward, half inch inward, rather half inch inward, and I will join it to the butt line. And from waist downward, I mark like 5 inches, and I will join it upward. Just you can see I'm doing 4 to 5 inches rather. So the next thing is for the armhole cuff, just coming by 1/2 of an inch, and I will make use of my armhole cuff to cuff it out. The next thing is for the princess that I want to cuff. So I'm trying to draft it out. The princess that's here. So I just go out just by 1 inch. I know we all know why I go out by 1 inch at that armhole side. So here I'm taking my full measurement. The bust is 32 plus 2. I'm adding the sewing allowance already. So the waist is 28 plus 2, that's 9. And the hip part, I'm sorry, my camera did not cover every part of this thing. So I mark out and the next thing is to join my measurement together. So after that, I have to cut it out. Just you can see the way I'm doing. Just be careful when you are cutting. The next thing is we dash the back front side, and because of the lapel, you will come out at that front center by 5 or 6 inches, just depending on how wide you want it to be. By 5 or 6 inches, depending on how wide you want it to be. And the upper part, you go up by 6 inches or more, just as you want. But 6 inches, 7 is okay. So that's what the upper part 6 inches, and the side I come out by 5 inches. You can see just the way it is now. The next thing is to start drafting the body, and for my back I make use of 3, just the way what I make at the back. It's also what I will marking out on this front pattern. So the back is 7, and the neckline I make use of 3. So I make for the front neckline I make use of 3 by 3. So 3 by the width, and the width is 3, and the dip will also be 3. So the back 7 for the back, and from that 7 I draw a straight line. After the straight line, I come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. You can see I'm drawing the shoulder slope. From that shoulder slope now, I will come down by 6.5 for the armpit. So I will mark it on a straight line. That armpit will also stand for the chest line. If you remember, it will stand for the chest line as usual. So the next thing is to mark out my bust points, waistline and hip line here, and I will mark them on a straight line. So I label it here and I come down by 3 inches and make use of my French cuff to cuff my neckline out. So after covering my neckline out, the next thing is for the darts. I just want normal simple darts as the back as well. So I come in by 3 inches at the waist, bust, chest and hip line. And I will mark it down on a straight line. Join everything together on a straight line. After I join everything together at the waistline, I will come in by half inch on the both side. Half inch on the both side, and I will join the half inch to the bust point, and at the waist downward I come down by 4 inches. So I will join it together to the half inch. So you can see just the way I'm doing. So we have get that part. The next thing now is to go to our armpits. I just use my armpit cuff to cuff that out, and for the my full measurement now, just the same measurement I took for the back is what I'll be taking here also. So I'm joining the measurements together here. So the next thing is for the lapel. I don't want the lapel to be too wide, so from my waist I come up by 2 inches and I mark it on a straight line. You know, from the waist to the downward, it is on a straight line. There's no cover, there's no slanting there, so that's my line will also be on a straight line downward. I've marked it out. From that 2 inches I come up to the neckline, where my neckline starts, I will mark it on a slanted line. I will make this slant. So the next thing is to bring out my back, the back after. So I will measure it. What I'm having there, I'm having 4 inches. So that's 4 inches. The next thing is to just make it on that straight line and mark it out. You can see I make it slanted. It is not straight, it's slanted the way I'm bringing my from the lapel. So slanted, and that side I'm taking will depend on how wide you want it. I don't want my own to be too wide. I make use of 3 inches. You can see that's why at that upper part depend on what you want to use. So that's what I'm just trying. So the next thing here is to come to that neckline. That's my neckline. I don't want it to be straight, so that neckline I come out by 1.5 inches on straight line, and I want it to be slant. The slant when we go upward 1.5 inches or so upward. You can see what we're having. So the next thing is to bring my fresh cuff out and join it. I'm using fresh cuff because I don't want it to be straight. I just want a bit slanted. You can see. That's why I just join it together. You see, we are having what we wanted already. So that's just it. And just I'm trying to make use of marker here to make it clearer, so bold, so you can see it very well. I hope you are enjoying the class already. So what's next now is to my can see how it looks. I'm about to cut, but remember I have not marked out my pieces. That's what I just go back to do. That's what I'm doing now. So you can see I've marked out my pieces that just go out a bit. You know the reason why I'm going out a bit. And next thing, to cut out your pattern neatly and carefully. So you can see our lapel is lapelling already. With this pattern, we have what we want already. So I label the front center and the front side. So this is our front part, and for our back also we have the back center, back side. So I hope you are enjoying it already. Here I've used my pattern to cut out the ankara, the lining and the in service I want to use for the front center. the interface. So I've cut it out here. The next thing is to go and join. I'll be joining the Ankara separate. I've added the interface to the yes, the interface to the front because I just want it on the front part alone. For it, I join the Ankara separate. I will join the lining separate. So this is the Ankara after I join it separate. You can see what it's giving. It is giving or not. It is giving already. So this is what we're having, and the Ankara also have joined it. The next thing is to place it on each other. It will be front on front. That's the right and right. And the lapel, I've already added a hairstay to it, and I've give it a good ironing. So you can see the way I place it. That's just the way you will be placing it when you are doing yours also. After placing it, see the back. After placing it, this is what we will be having. That you can see what we are having. You can see without ironing. I haven't ironed it here. It is giving. So this is what we are having. And that's it. This is the inner back. It is inbuilt sewing. You can see this, the outcome of add the gathers here. See how beautiful it look naturally. So thanks for watching to this point. If you find this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.